The Packers continue to chase greatness this weekend as they take on the Atlanta Falcons. It'll be the last game the Falcons play in the Georgia Dome before moving to a new home next season. Elise Menaker joins us from a rainy Atlanta this morning with how a Wisconsin native is involved in the construction of the new stadium. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning, Julia. Yeah, kind of like in Milwaukee, a little mist, a little fog here. But can you believe that tomorrow is finally the NFC Championship game between the Packers and Falcons? Feels like we've been waiting forever. As you mentioned, it will be the last game played at the Georgia Dome. That, I would say, if it wasn't foggy, you could see right behind me, there's kind of a white dome through that fog. And then I promise, just beyond that is the new Atlanta Falcons Stadium, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's where the Kenosha native and Wisconsin grad comes in, Scott Jenkins. He was an all-star runner at Wisconsin. Here, he is the GM of the new stadium, overseeing the $1.5 billion project. As you can imagine, his biggest project yet. That's saying a lot for Jenkins because he's been everywhere from Seattle to Philadelphia working on those stadiums, and maybe a couple you've heard of, the Miller Park and Kohl Center he's also worked on. Lance Allen got a tour earlier this week of the new Falcons Stadium, and Packers fans this week will get a glimpse of the new Falcons Stadium.
It's just awesome to be in a project like this and having seen other stadiums being developed, whether it's collegiate sports, MLB, other NFL facilities. This place is a world-class venue. It's state-of-the-art, and it's especially fun to see folks from Wisconsin coming down here for a big game this weekend against the Packers.
I mentioned that Jenkins was a star runner at Wisconsin. Well, he was a part of the 1982 and 85 NCAA National Championship team, so a very accomplished athlete as well. Live here in Atlanta, Elise Menaker, today's TMJ4. Julia, back to you.
All right, Elise, we'll check back with you in about a half hour. See you then. We'll have continuing coverage of the big game with Elise, George Mallet, and Lance Allen throughout the weekend here on today's TMJ4. The Packers chasing greatness, and the only obstacle in their way from the Super Bowl is the Falcons. Kickoff for tomorrow's game is at 2:05. The last time these teams met in the playoffs, the Packers actually won 48-21. They went on to win a Super Bowl that year, so let's hope for a blowout again. And our friends at WTMJ Radio hosting a free watch party at Turner Hall tomorrow. A big screen broadcast of the game will be synced to the radio play-by-play broadcast with Wayne Larrivee and Larry McCarran. The doors open at 1 o'clock.